What's up, y'all? I am Marcus, also known as EMB, and we are back to From the Dark full episodes. Woohoo! I have finally finished the last of my obligations with the Bloodborne DLC guide, the powers that be, some beings that might very well be described as gods by some guide writers. They seem to be pleased, so everything's going good, and we are back to From the Dark. Yes! Finally! What do you think, Elizabeth?
Thank goodness thou art safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all.
Everything?
Not long ago, I had another visitor. A human like thyself, from a faraway time. Only he was dreadfully odious, and I'm afraid that he is still amongst us. He wore a hat and a long black coat.
Marvelous Chester. Dreadfully odious. Dreadfully odious. He stank, huh? You trying to tell me he stank like a skank?
Was thine eye glancing hither? Thou needst not hide thy wonder. I am a mushroom, after all.
Oh, it's glancing hither and thither.
May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, kind of one of those moods. Sorry. It's just relief from being done with a tough project. Let's see. Today we are going to go into Oolacile Township. This is the area that we're going to be exploring today, and I guess you've already noted that I've kind of got my silver cleric paladin setup going here. We actually are rocking Silver Knight straight sword maxed out at +5. Remember, this is a Twinkling Titanite weapon, so it maxes at +5. Silver Knight shield at +4. Talisman for our miracles. The cleric helm, which, as I said last time, I love it aesthetically. I really like that helm, particularly the female version of it I like better. But anyway, paladin armor, gauntlets of the vanquisher, boots of the explorer, Havel's in favor, kind of standard stuff there. One thing that I accidentally did off camera, this is the DLC Battle of Stoicism Gazebo, where you can enter some PvP matches, right? And I actually went in here, but the problem with that is that you actually get an item the first time that you pop in. I'm actually offline right now, so this is not going to, we're not going to be able to do anything here today. But the first time you come into this area, you do get an item that we'll check out in just a second. Cool, just check out the area a little bit here. Yes, I know it's only available online, damn it. Kind of have a look, there's not much to see. Just a little PvP arena put in pretty much just thanks to people's requests, you know. Good on them for it. Well, that was a long load. Alright, but the first time that you go to the Battle of Stoicism Gazebo, you get an item. You get the Purple Coward's Crystal, Exit Battle of Stoicism. Now, it's a functional item to let you leave the gazebo and just kind of quit out of that multiplayer mode, but interestingly enough, it has a very fascinating lore point on it. Victory in this battle once led to ancient Anor Londo, but even in the absence of its overseer, capitulation is a disgrace. In the name of a warrior's honor, do not quickly resort to use of this crystal. There's actually a lot of lore embedded in that. In the first place, we can see that the overseer is no longer here. Whatever god or servant of the gods was overseeing it's no longer there. It kind of gives you some timeline information in that we're kind of past the height of Anor Londo at this point, and also it seems that maybe this preceded Sin's Fortress. Like, now, Sin's Fortress, and for 1,000 years anyway, Sin's Fortress has served as a proving ground to get to the land of Anor Londo, the land of the gods. But perhaps before that, we had this, or perhaps they were simultaneous. Probably more likely that they existed simultaneously. So multiple ways to get to Anor Londo, and it's a very, very interesting thing. Prove yourself in battle to be allowed entrance into the land of sunlight. This, get a little treasure here. Soul of a hero, no less. And these statues, all missing their heads. It looks like the heads have been knocked off, not like they were created that way, but like the heads have been taken off. They also appear to be wielding Oolacile ivory catalysts here. 1 second, let me just scroll up. Yeah. Looks like they actually have Oolacile ivory catalysts. And yeah, we can see down into Calameet's Valley down below. We can see the shortcut across. Like, I suppose that Oolacile's sanctuary is that way? Am I right on that? Yeah, I think so. Actually, it could be back over this way. Those elevators screw with me. Nope, yep, this is the elevator that would lead back up. So, Oolacile's sanctuary is over in that direction. Just trying to get orientated here. Oriented, as it were. Can hear activity at the top of this tower, but we can't actually enter it yet. It is locked. We will find the key, hopefully today, though. And let's just not fall down there. How about that? One thing, Oolacile is just absolutely covered in these vines. It's absolutely a symbol of the area, and even where the hell is it? The vine appears to originate from Oolacile. So it's just one of those things where like vines are just kind of one of the symbols of Oolacile. And it goes back to what Miyazaki-san said in interviews about, he was speaking more specifically about how he designs NPCs. He said that each NPC kind of represents a concept or a way of thinking. You see, I've kindled this Joker up to 15. Actually, let's go ahead and kindle it again so I can show how this works. Normally, you can only kindle up to where you'll get where you'll get 10 Estus flasks. But now that we have the right of kindling, we can go up to 15 or, in fact, even 20, which we'll do now. It's going to cost a point of humanity for us. Just for you guys who maybe haven't played Dark Souls. Now, anytime we rest at this bonfire, we're going to get 20 flasks. Fucking pretty useful. Useful indeed. We can really see the path that we're going to be taking through the city, actually. We're heading over there. Fascinating. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show before we head down. Use our vantage point to see the ambush lying ahead of us. As always, they do these things that it feels like unfair shit that you couldn't possibly know about your first time through the area, but they tend to actually give you like vantage points in ways that you could have, like hints that there was going to be something there. This Silver Knight shield is pretty damn stable, which is really good. For dealing with these guys, or really any enemy. 74 stability on this Joker. Means that even we get hit, it's not going to drain so much stamina. See some treasure down in the city. It's been a while since I've done this area, by the way, so cut me some slack. you can... you can parry these guys. Let's see. Like that. You can parry them, but I generally don't really find it to be worthwhile. Another really fascinating thing, you can kind of see the similarities between their games. Like these bloated heads covered with eyeballs. Very, very reminiscent of a particular enemy in Bloodborne. They reuse a lot of concepts from game to game. That's one reason why I'm really glad to hear that Dark Souls 3 is going to be mark the end of an era of this series. Like things are going to make a major shift in the sort of games that they're going to be making moving forward. I think it's about time for that, to be honest. But what I was saying before, Miyazaki-san specifically was... Oh, wow, I quit blocking too soon. Ugh. You hit me hard. You hit me hard. Okay, and you bounce off. And you did. These guys don't have any poise to speak of. Maybe no poise at all. So you can just block and then combo them out. It's no big deal. But yeah, he was speaking specifically about NPCs and how each one kind of represents an idea, a philosophy, a way of thinking. But areas too tend to have one or two key symbols. Or themes. And it's very smart because that's part of the reason why, even if they don't fill in all of the details, things tend to have a lot of cohesive meaning. Like, okay, bait that guy to come up here. I'm gonna try to fight him on some flat ground. Alright, now we're gonna have our first run-in with one of these sorcerers. Their magics do some physical damage, but it's not completely physical damage, as I'll demonstrate right here. This is 100% physical block shield. I still take damage when this guy hits me. Or lady, whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorcerer types. And once again, totally fair with this ambush here. Do give me the opportunity to spot it. The level design in this DLC is pretty good. I mean, I like this area. Alright, it's not my favorite area in the game. Places like Undead Burg and Sin's Fortress are just kind of hard to top. But I felt like overall it's really good. Just peeking around a little bit. Alright, now here you have a branching path. You can go around this way. Or you can continue moving forward here. I'm gonna continue moving forward here. And hopefully kill this guy quick. Ooh. Chester. Why? Why are you gonna do me like this, bro? Marvelous Chester is such a fucking tease. He can do all kind of shit that you can't do. It looks like he's using a sniper crossbow, which might indicate that he's from Kareem. That spin kick is something the player cannot do. I was really hoping that we would be able to. I love the daggers that he throws that cause bleed. It's got poise on it too, so... In general, he doesn't really have poise, but... That one move, I guess it's more correct to say that it has super armor, like Demon Soul style. Aw. I don't think you can parry that kick. I don't think I've tried either. Here, let's try it. That might have just been a little early. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I can't parry that. I don't think we're going to be able to parry that. Either way. As long as you know about him. Get the fuck out of here, Chester. He's not that bad. Notably, he only drops souls here. He doesn't drop an item like a lot of other invaders do. You actually need to handle his real form. I was gonna say murder him in cold blood, but this is not actually cold blood at this point because he done tried to kill us. It's hard to call that cold blood. And this little fella, don't be fooled. He's trying to pull a fast one on us. Nice try. Awesome item. Awesome item. Head carved of arch trees by Goff. I said it right. Said it right based off the new localization. Head carved of arch trees by Goff in his imprisonment. Goff imparts an emotion to each and every completed carving, which helps him achieve personal enlightenment. When a head is disturbed, it speaks, reflecting the emotion conferred to it. This head says, "Very good." Have another look. Does it not appear quite jovial?
Very good.
These were partly added so that players would have a way to kind of communicate with each other a little bit, and partly added just for the fucking fun of it. I love these items though. There's several more carvings we'll pick up that say a variety of different little things. But this is the best though, make no mistake.
Very good.
We see an ambush waiting up ahead for us. Good to go ahead and spot that out. Hey. Fighting these guys here can be a little bit dangerous, a little bit tricky. Look around. You can see we could have dropped to a treasure up there. Alright, no problem. Love how the city is falling into the abyss. Like it's literally like leaning over and whatnot. And as we proceed through the level some more, it gets even more exaggerated. It's really cool. It's definitely a different slant on the medieval fantasy of Dark Souls. And down we go. Now from here we can pick this up. Soul of a Brave Warrior. We are indeed a Brave Warrior. We could always hop back over there if we just wanted to get out of here, but we don't want to just get out of here. We want to explore and profit. Have a nice look into the abyss. This next room, this next area, I should say, is kind of an asshole spot. That's one. Dealing with one of those guys is not such a big deal. But dealing with a couple of them at the same time, kind of a pain in the ass. First, that ominous sound. You can spot out another ambush lurking ahead. And like I said, we're not online specifically to show this, actually, that there is a developer message here. Let there be light. It's a hint to you. Cast light will work, the sunlight maggot will work, and skull lantern will work. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you is. Alright. And this little abandoned room, chest with a very important item, silver pendant. This is a usable item. Silver pendant deflects dark. Silver pendant engraved with the crest of Artorias, one of the ancient treasures of Anor Londo, presented to Artorias for facing the abyss. Effectively deflects the dark of the abyss, especially in its magic forms. I know one of the wikis, the wiki.wiki, claims this, and it's led a lot of people to believe that he was presented with this silver pendant for facing the dark wraiths in battle, but as you can see, that's not what it says. It's presented to Artorias for facing the abyss. And the abyss is here in Oolacile as well, so that's just one key important point to remember. This will enable us to temporarily deflect dark magic, and I will try to put it to use in this next room. I don't know how successfully I'll be able to do so. I don't know how successful it'll be, but we'll try it. Alright. Too early. Ah! Damn it! No! 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 Whew! You see how shit hits hard, man. Hoping we can bait one of these guys up the stairs. No. Jerks. Goodbye. Knock him off, you're gonna automatically get the I'm sorry carving. If you don't have to knock him out, I'm just saying, like when he drops it, it's automatically added to your inventory. A lot of the items in the game did not originally get added to your inventory in the vanilla version of the game. Okay, you saw it deflect. Really cool. Really fucking cool. Good old Artorias, B.I.G. Now we get Dark Orb. We can start to learn a little bit about what's going on in this place. Well, we can if I remember where the damn thing is. There it is. Abyss sorcery discovered by an Oolacile sorcerer on the brink of madness. Fire giant Dark Orb. In contrast to standard soul sorceries, Abyss sorceries are weighty and inflict physical damage. Perhaps human souls, because of their humanity, produce sorceries with more tangible presence. Alright, so Abyss sorceries are comprised of human souls. Like, Soul Arrow is literally... sorcery in this game is special art, special magic used. You shape souls, and one of the things, like Logan, his use of souls to draw and seek towards other souls is one of his innovations, right? But all of these soul arrow, it's literally firing the soul. You know what I mean? But not a human soul. If you're actually using human souls, fragments of the dark soul, it's a little bit more tangible presence, it says. A little bit weightier. It's a fascinating description of it. And fascinating that it points out that the other souls, the other sorceries, are perhaps relying on inhuman souls. Matter of fact, it actually makes that fairly clear, doesn't it? Alright, so that's a fun little detour right there. There is actually a crystal lizard on one of these platforms that if you hurry and leap to him, you can kill him. I don't remember, he probably has a chance to drop some sort of slab. Like at this point in the game, he probably has some sort of opportunity or drop chance for a slab for you, but I don't ever really worry too much about it, to be perfectly honest. Wait a minute. Where am I trying to go? I guess I'm trying to go back in here. Yeah. Be down, and this would be up. Alright. And from here, we can just roll back over there. Actually, does this... I think this is actually what leads us to that other one. Oh yeah, that would have just dropped us back down around where the light thing is. Crystal Lizard's probably long gone by now, so it's all good. Just looking down into the city. I know it pisses people off sometimes that I like to look around and explore, but that is just how I play the game, man. No matter how many times I play the game, I like to do that. Because I always end up noticing some shit that I didn't notice before. It just invariably happens. And that is the magic. That is the magic. Alright. We're done with that part. See those jerks down below. And I'm fairly sure that that's actually where that crystal lizard spawns. Over on that. Is that right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I have these goggles and I don't know where the damn lizard spawns. Epicnamebro, not giving a shit about crystal lizards since, well, the Korean version of Demon Souls. Alright, this little wooden extension of this platform is actually here for a reason. It's actually here to help you out with this next little ambush. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. It's kind of late at night. I just finished up... You itchy there, buddy? I just finished up some of my last obligations with the Bloodborne guide. Oops. Got hit. Oh well. And even though it's the middle of the night, I was like, I gotta record now. Finally. Come on, buddy. But what I wanted to point out is that fighting them here, not only does it give you the opportunity to get around behind them like this, but it also gives you room to swing your weapon. Whereas if you're up against the wall, if you're trying to fight on these stairs, that can happen to you, and you don't want that to happen to you. Rather than use the silver pendant, I'll probably just try to walk and roll through shit. You think that's funny, huh? You don't think it's funny now, do you? Some of these guys drop large Titanite shards, and actually they drop them at a fairly good rate. This is a pretty good place to farm those. Of course, by the time you're here, you should already have a maxed out, like, plus 15 weapon. Notice this guy's... Excuse me, this guy's eyes are glowing red. He's a little bit more powerful version of this enemy. But yeah, you should, of course, already have a maxed out weapon by the time you're here. But if you're wanting to increase some of your armor or some alternate weapons, I don't know if you can parry that move. There's some moves I'm just really bad at parrying, and I often don't even try. Hold on, let me see if I can bait him into doing it again. Let me try it. And we parry that. Actually, one of my criticisms about the series up to this point, I'm reminded of this by... There's a thing in the game called partial parries, where your timing for your parry is not perfect, but it's not terrible either. We killed that guy in one hit because he was off balance from landing, so he took additional damage. And you see the abyss spreading all over the walls and the floors and shit here. Shit's getting nasty. But the partial parry, if your timing is just off by a little bit, you don't get the parry, but you don't take full damage and you don't get staggered by the attack. You just take a little bit of damage. It's called a partial parry. One of my complaints is that I would like for those things to have a little bit different animation. Not specifically that so much as also when you're blocking. and let's say you've used up all of your stamina like a fool, like a foolish fool, and you're blocking, and your stamina's come back real slow, and you get hit by an attack and it breaks your guard. A lot of the times there's no special animation for it. Some of the stuff that just knocks you down. And it's led to me, if you go back and you watch in the Painted World video, let me get this guy to come on up here, play around. Did I get him? I did not get him. If you go back and you watch the Painted World video, where I'm fighting Priscilla, at one point you see me thinking that she actually managed to angle. Damn you. There he comes. Nope. That's a poison move right there. Oh shit, fucking lock on fail. You find me mistakenly believing that she's dead angled me when, oh, that's the move I wanted, but I was too far away. Come on, come on, do it, do it, do it. Run up in. Ah! Can't mess around with these guys too much. Go. Can I sneak up behind you? Maybe. When in actuality, I just didn't have enough stamina to block her attack. And we got some humanity out of that. That's cool. Alright, let me try to bait a couple of these guys. I said, there we go. I really only wanted one of them, but two, whatever, we'll find, we'll deal with it. I wanted to try to parry that again. Hey, do your run up. Yeah, see, that I can't tell if that's a partial parry or if that's just an unparryable move. I don't know if it's... actually, this is something I don't know about the system. Any of you guys who actually maybe do know, is it possible to get a partial parry on an unparryable move? I think it is. I think that even unparryable attacks, you can get that deflection on. So I'm not sure. Matter of fact, I'm almost positive about that. In any case, I'm not sure if... Woo! You snuck that around there, didn't you son of a bitch? Okay, fine. Oh, god damn! He got me while I was running and it almost one-shot me. Okay, let's... Alright, there we go. There we go. In fact, now I'm sure that you can, because you can actually parry some projectiles. I know that was one of Vegeta's favorite tricks, was to like parry the great arrows from the Silver Knight archers in Anor Londo. Kinda too risky for my blood, but it does work. So I'm sure that you can get partial parries on unparryable attacks. But, so now it just means I just don't know if that attack can't be parried, or if I'm just always too slow or fast or whatever, you know. Off balance from rebounding off our shield, and then we landed a big R2. The fire over here, this is another really cool tidbit of the level design. These guys just going crazy. That this level is full of darkness, and there's only this one fire just there to draw your attention, to try to make you make this little jump right here. And it's one of the things that the Souls series level design just does so well, is they have all of these little walkways and pathways and stuff, and you feel really clever when you find this stuff for the first time, but like in a lot of the cases there's only one way to go. One of the key examples for that is actually in Bloodborne, when you're at Canehurst. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, and these guys drop these large shards for us. There's this whole kind of path that you can take that it feels really clever. You feel really smart, really clever while you're doing it. But in actuality, like, it's leading you, like, with little crumbs all over it. Like, it just... Fuck. Damn table. They really lead you through things in a way that makes you feel like you figured them out. Oh, he fell down there, you son of a bitch. Oh, well. Can break that. Try not to get sniped by this asshole while we're going up the ladder. That guy, I believe, normally starts up here, so. And we could drop down there. There's actually a lot of different branching paths at this point. I'll show where that goes in a second. First, fuck you, chair. Fuck you, table. Fuck you, other chair. Fuck you, this chair. And fuck you, falling over chair. There we go. I feel much better now. Yeah, I know, I didn't even kick him. Crest key. Bent crest key. The grooves of the crest are enchanted. The door sealed with a powerful spell. Why would you use a powerful spell? What would you seal away behind a powerful spell? Alright, so what order do I actually want to show this? I guess I'll show it like this. First, if you hop down here, this drops you back where we just came from. Like, we were walking up these stairs, and then this leads around to the pathway with the fire that's designed to draw your eye that I was telling you about earlier. So this is a way to get back. Fairly useful because now this dude is spamming magic on us. Go back here and god damn him. Go. Just try to get these guys to come and play. Warriors. Of course he managed to sneak that through. Of course he managed to sneak that through. That guy is about to get his comeuppance. I got plenty of Estus because we done kindled the shit out of that bonfire, so I ain't worried about it. Get wrecked. Give two shits. Now we got dark fog. Dark fog has a little bit different description. Although dark fog is, in theory, relatively close to humanity, it also happens to be a terrible poison for humans. Perhaps it reflects man's cruelty against his own. A little bit of social commentary there, perhaps. Or perhaps it's just talking about the nature of the dark soul. One thing we can do now. Oh, that's actually interesting. We can get a little vista of where we're at, where we've come from, all the way up there. And this is where we're going. Let's see, there's a way to drop down over there. Way to drop down here, but I don't... Wait a minute, I don't remember how to get to that damn treasure chest. This might pose a problem, gentlemen. I really don't remember how to get there. I do know that we can... Damn it, why did I do that? Sorry. Sorry. It's been a long time since I played this. I mean, a really long time. How are we gonna get there? We're not gonna get there here. What can we see? Oops. Let's see, it's in this room. How do we get up there? It's not something we could have got to from here. This was the way into the building in the first place. Yeah. It's something that must be accessed from within the building. Okay. There's a treasure just out in the open over there. This is how Souls games really meant to be played, honestly. When you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or you've forgotten what the fuck you're doing. Guess it's gonna have to be dropped to from above. Cause there ain't no ladders. And in my case, it's strictly just purely I've forgotten how to access stuff. Check over here. Not a hidden wall. And no ladders or anything like that. Out here, there's a treasure. Soul of a hero. Yeah. Don't see any way to access it there, so it's gonna be from above. Kinda already suspected that. And actually this room, you can actually just, there's nothing here, right? Yeah. Walk right out here. Fight all the enemies, walk right out here. And you're finished with the place. But in so doing, you know, and here you see this building's fallen completely over. Looks like a walkway, but you're actually on the side of a building. Really fucking cool. Like I said, the lower you get down, the more you see that it's just fallen into this kind of murky abyss of nothing. Yep, gotta be a way to get to it from inside. From inside and from above. Alright, look for stuff that we can fall to. I don't think we're high enough yet. I'm suspicious of hidden walls. I don't think that's actually the trick to this item, but I'm suspicious all the same. Wouldn't even be there if it was. Alright, okay. Yeah, alright, we can fall down over here probably. No, wait. No, this is how I saw that it was here. Oh! Light. Duh. I just heard the dong. I've got my volume turned down fairly low. I completely forgot that there's another hidden wall that you can only reveal with light. They give you all the hints in the world. Like, they showed you earlier on to get the silver pendant. They taught you about the light mechanic to reveal hidden walls. And then they let you actually see it. And if you explore around, you find that there's no other way except you would be able to get there through here. Really cool. Make sure it's not another mimic. And a red Titanite chunk. All that for a red Titanite chunk. Kind of lame, but whatever. And it's really cool too. This area, now that I think about it, has a double purpose, because this is where the guy that I one-shot when he landed, and I said that's because he was unstable. He was off balance, and so we were able to one-shot him with our R2. The ambush for him is right there. So this kind of upper floor serves a double purpose. Really cool. Oh yeah, let me swap back to my talisman. Actually, I'm not sure which talisman's best at 30 faith. I don't recall right off the top of my head. And I don't remember if there are other hidden walls. I wish there I wish there would be more hidden walls here that you needed to use light on. I don't think that there are. I think it's just the 2. I don't really remember, but I do wish that there were more because okay, you taught me the trick. And so now it's become a mechanic, but let's put it to use, right? And then out here, we can hop down. Why would we do that? Because there's most certainly treasure here. And I want to point this out for everybody who was thinking that I remember this is the corpse. Everybody who was thinking that the twin humanities only come from female corpses can get it from this male corpse. Now, having said that, it's clearly an actual physical thing that you can hold. Like, it's an actual thing that you can have in your possession. So, who knows, maybe pregnant ladies or women in general are the source of twin humanities, and then you can just possess them outside of that. Or maybe that's not the true origins of them. Maybe it's just 2 souls linked together, or maybe that's a corpse that had a teratoma for all I know. I think that's the right affliction that I'm thinking of. Either way, Wikipedia will tell us, won't it? Oh, I forgot I had sunlight blade. That's one cool point about the Silver Knight sword. Even though it is a twinkling weapon, you can enchant it with Sunlight Blade. Or any other weapon buff, I guess. Whatever you want to do. Alright. Nasty ambush up ahead, but for us, we've actually reached our target, our goal for today, which was this elevator. Because we have some stuff to do with one of Gwen's knights before we proceed through the rest of the area. I hope I got all the treasures this time, and I actually want to show something here too. I want to show this awesome sky that you see when you actually look back up out of Oolacile Township. Always looks great to me. Looking back up into the sanctuary and the sanctuary guardian over there. The tower and the Stoicism gazebo over here. So perhaps this tower in the first place for those who were wanting to ascend to Anne Orlando. So this is where they had to go. I wonder if this is just how Gwen recruited knights, recruited servants. Or what, you know? And why people would want to serve him. Jerk. I say that, but I'm not sure. Ultimately, Gwen may have kind of been a good guy in the grand scheme of things. But you know who is not a good guy in the grand scheme of things? This son of a bitch right over here.
Oh, you. You have quite some nerve. Or are you just thick? Fine then. What is it that you need?
I got balls still, man. Let's see. He sells some humanity. He sells homeward bones. He actually sells a lot of good stuff. Makes me not really want to kill him, like the green blossom. He's a very convenient source of stuff. Sniper bolts. I should keep some of these on me. Yeah, well, you'll be back in New Game Plus.
Well, you've quite the nerve. I've had enough of you. I'll be seeing you if you survive your travels.
Oh, don't worry about me, Chester. You just worry about you.
What now? You think this is all my fault? How very, very petty.
Oh, we're racing.
You win. Please. Oh, please. Have mercy.
Don't fucking DPS race a fucking sunlight blade. Chester. Snickering top hat, Chester's long coat, Chester's gloves, Chester's trousers. Elizabeth, he is no longer with us. Black top hat worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. The wearer of this top hat cracks a dubious permanent grin. The curse of Chester. Oh, where's it at? There it is. Black leather coat, black leather long coat hat worn by Marvelous Chester, a man of mystery lost in the past. This exquisitely sewn aristocratic suit allows its wearer to move in silence, lending well to stealth. No, he's not connected to Bloodborne, other than maybe as a teaser. People always are asking, but I really don't think so. Guys, that is pretty much going to wrap us up for today. Let's go back and just check Elizabeth. I don't think she has anything new to say for us for a while now. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap us up. We're going to be back on a more regular schedule from the dark. I would like to be finished with this series by the end of the year. That's kind of my current goal, is to be completely done with it. Not just the first playthrough, but with everything by the end of the year. Don't know if we'll make it, but we're going to try.
Thank goodness thou art safe. What is thy wish? I offer thee my all. Was thine eye glanced? Thou needst not. I am a mushroom.
Are you really a mushroom?
May the flames guide thee.
Well, if you say so. Alright, y'all, let's do the thing. I am Marcus, also known as EMB, and I would like to tell you...